Goodbye Swelling 8. Collagen-rich foods you must eat for your legs and joints. At age 65, your body produces less than 40% of the collagen it needs each day. That's according to Harvard Health Publishing. And new research reported by The Guardian shows that collagen isn't just for beautiful skin. It acts like a soft internal frame, keeping your legs strong and steady with every step. But here's the truth. 99% of seniors don't realize this. Just a few simple foods each day can rebuild collagen faster than you think. In today's video, we'll explore 8 collagen-rich foods. They're common, but hold hidden power to restore your joints, reduce swelling, and bring strength back to your legs, often within just a few weeks. I'll also share 2 important secrets to help your body produce collagen naturally. These tips can reduce joint swelling by up to 47% in only 8 weeks, increase joint fluid density, and improve your movement, and best of all, you don't need expensive pills or supplements. I still remember the day I met Margaret. She was 68 from Oregon. She came into the clinic saying she couldn't even stand up in the morning. Unless she took painkillers. I guess I'm just too old now. Doctor, she sighed. But her test results told a different story. Severe collagen deficiency, 8 weeks later. After changing just her daily diet, she could walk 15 minutes every morning. And the best part, she no longer needed any pills. There was no magic, just the right knowledge. And the belief that her body could still heal. If you believe aging doesn't have to be the end of your strength. Subscribe to this channel today, because I'll be right here, walking with you on your journey back to strong, steady legs. But before we begin, there's one common mistake. It's why many seniors eat the right foods but still see no results. It all comes down to this: knowing the difference between real collagen foods and foods that only help your body make collagen. If you've ever wondered whether to eat eggs or take collagen supplements, then what comes next is especially important for you. Let's begin with this key question. What's the difference between collagen-rich foods, wheat eat, and collagen-boosting foods according to the Cleveland Clinic? Over 70% of Americans over 60 are taking collagen the wrong way, and after 3 months, they see no change in their joints or skin. Not because collagen doesn't work, but because they confuse collagen-rich foods with collagen-boosting foods. It's a small misunderstanding, but it can waste both your time and your money. I remember a man named Walter. He was 72 from Texas, every day. He took expensive collagen pills, imported from Japan, but after 2 months, his knees still ached. He still needed a cane to get up in the morning. When I reviewed his diet, I found something surprising. He ate no vegetables, no fruit, no bone broth. He relied entirely on the pills. When I explained the real issue, he looked puzzled. I thought collagen was just collagen, he said. I didn't know there were different types. Think of collagen like bricks. They help build your skin, your joints, your ligaments, but bricks alone can't build a house. You need cement, water, and a builder. Collagen-rich foods are the bricks. They come from beef tendons, bone broth, chicken skin, gelatin, and soft-boned fish. These contain collagen types I and II, exactly what your body uses. But collagen-boosting foods, they're the materials your body needs to make its own collagen. Eggs give you biotin and sulfur. Pumpkin seeds offer zinc and magnesium. Citrus fruits provide vitamin C. According to the National Institutes of Health, vitamin C is essential for collagen synthesis. If you take collagen, but you're low on vitamin C, zinc, or magnesium, your body can't use it. And that collagen, it gets broken down, wasted in your stomach. So if you want stronger joints, don't just eat bricks. You need the cement and the builder too. The right combination of collagen-rich foods and nutrient support, that's the natural way to rebuild your joints. No medication needed. Have you ever thought eggs were a source of collagen? How are you adding collagen to your daily life? Tell us in the comments below. I read every single one. And so does this growing community of caring people just like you. Now, if you're wondering, among all these collagen foods, which one works the fastest? Which one is best for seniors? It's a humble dish. It's affordable. And when cooked right, it becomes a natural joint fluid injection for your knees. You might be surprised. It's already sitting at your local market. Every morning, Richard, 74 years old, would gently massage his knees before getting out of bed. I have to rub them. Doc, it's like oiling a rusty hinge, he told me once. And that got me thinking. If there were a food that could truly oil your joints naturally, it would be beef tendon, a common dish in many Asian kitchens, but sadly overlooked in most senior diets here in America. Beef tendon is the tissue that connects muscles to bone. It contains the densest form of type 1 collagen found in nature. This type of collagen is the main structural building block that helps increase the viscosity of joint fluid, rebuild soft padding between bones, and keep your ligaments and cartilage flexible with every step. When beef tendon is cooked properly, its collagen fibers break down into gelatin. That makes it easier to absorb and easier for your body to send straight to damaged joints. In a 2022 clinical study published in the Journal of Functional Foods, seniors who ate braised beef tendon 3 times a week showed a 63% increase in joint fluid density, a 41% reduction in morning stiffness, and noticeably better balance while walking. I once advised Mr. Richard to add beef tendon to his meals. Twice a week, slow-cooked with ginger and scallions. After a month, he called me back, chuckling. Well, I still carry my cane. But this morning, I held it just to keep my hand busy, not because I needed it. That's the quiet miracle of natural collagen from beef tendon, when used the right way and with patience. It works, still. While tendon is nourishing, it also contains purines and cholesterol. It needs to be cooked until very soft to avoid digestive issues. If you have a history of gout or high cholesterol, please check with a nutrition expert before making it a regular part of your diet. In today's world, people pour money into imported pills and fancy supplements. But sometimes, a warm pot of beef tendon stew is the golden medicine your knees have been waiting for. You don't need anything expensive, just the right knowledge, the right cooking, and the will to stay consistent. Have you ever eaten beef tendon before? Is there a dish from your younger years that brings back memories? Feel free to share it in the comments, because sometimes your story might inspire someone else to start caring for their knees today. But what if you're not used to eating beef tendon, or maybe you're looking for something softer, lighter, still rich in collagen, and even easier to digest than pills? There's a warm, healing dish, liquid gold in a bowl, often called cartilage tonic by traditional cooks. And the best part, you can make it tonight. There's a kind of liquid medicine my grandmother used to swear by. She would say, "Drink this, and your joints feel smoother. Your body feels warm. And you'll sleep better." It wasn't ginseng, and it wasn't a fancy supplement. It was just a hot bowl of bone broth, simmered for 12 hours over a wood stove. Years later, as a doctor, I finally understood why. Bone broth is one of the most natural, affordable, and effective ways to nourish your joints and rebuild the cartilage that wears away with age. When you slowly cook bones that still have skin, tendon, and cartilage like beef marrow bones, chicken necks, chicken feet, or rib cartilage, and simmer them with apple cider vinegar, onion, and ginger, you break down the collagen structures and release gelatin, glycine, proline, and type 1 and 2 collagen. These are the exact materials your body needs to rebuild cartilage, thicken the fluid between bones, and soothe inflammation. For older adults with weak digestion, liquid collagen from bone broth is absorbed 2 to 3 times better than pills, according to a 2021 study in Clinical Interventions in Aging. In one trial, adults aged 60 to 75 drank a cup of bone broth every day for 12 weeks. Here's what they saw. joint swelling reduced by 44%, mobility improved by 38%, and ultrasound scans showed visibly thicker cartilage, especially in those with mild to moderate knee degeneration. I remember a patient named Evelyn, age 69. Her knees were so stiff each morning. She had to rub them for nearly 10 minutes just to stand up. I asked her to try a simple change: a warm cup of bone broth every evening, 6 days a week. 4 weeks later, she walked into my clinic no longer bracing herself on the table to rise. I always thought only medicine could do that. She smiled, but it turned out it was just a bowl of soup, amazed and deeply grateful. But not all bone broths are created equal. Some store-bought versions are packed with salt and MSG, which can be harmful for seniors with high blood pressure or kidney concerns. That's why homemade is best. No salt, no artificial seasonings, and if possible, use organic bones without added hormones. Sometimes, the real solution isn't in a prescription, it's in your kitchen. It's in the quiet patience of a 12-hour simmer, and in the belief that your body is still healing, slowly, gently, one joint at a time. Have you ever made bone broth? Is there a flavor from your childhood, a secret family recipe that you still remember today? Share it in the comments below. Someone out there might learn from your story and take their very first step toward healing. But what if you don't have time to simmer bones for 12 hours? There's an easier way. With just one small can of fish, you can still get the same collagen, calcium, and gelatin in just 5 minutes. You just have to be careful not to throw away the tiniest part. The one thing most people skip, but it's where the real healing power lives. Uncle, I removed all the fish skin for you. That's what a young boy in Minnesota told his uncle, trying to be helpful. But for that 70-year-old man, what had just been taken away was actually the most valuable part of the fish. Fish skin, soft bones, and the gelatin layer clinging around the meat. These are the parts packed with natural collagen, the kind that protects joints, ligaments, and fluid between your bones as you age. Whole sardines and canned salmon with soft bones. They're among the richest sources of type 1 collagen, elastin, and natural gelatin. When you eat the skin, the bones, and the tender meat around them, you're giving your body natural collagen, anti-inflammatory omega-3s, and highly absorbable calcium. This combination creates a full recovery system for aging joints, reducing swelling, smoothing joint fluid, strengthening ligaments, and making your bones more resilient. According to a 2022 study in Nutrients, seniors over 65 who ate whole sardines 3 times a week experienced a 29% reduction in joint pain, a 25% drop in swelling around knees and ankles, and increased collagen production in the blood after just 8 weeks. I once met Mr. Thomas. He was 67 and said he avoided fish. "I don't like the smell, and I'm scared of the bones," he admitted. But after I showed him how to mash canned sardines with butter and mustard, he began eating it 3 to 4 times a week as a soft, easy snack. 6 weeks later, he returned to my office and smiled. "My legs, they don't twitch like they used to. Doc, fish is powerful, but be sure to choose canned versions packed in olive oil or clean water. Avoid those soaked in soybean oil or salty sauces. They can do more harm than good, especially for people with heart or blood pressure issues. And if you're new to eating fish, start small. Let your body adjust so you avoid bloating. Remember, the thickest part of the meat isn't always the most healing. Sometimes, it's what we throw away, the skin, the bones, the soft parts around the joints. That's where nature hides its true treasures. Respect the small things. They're often the quiet heroes of healing. How do you usually cook fish? Do you keep the skin and bones? Share your favorite fish recipe in the comments? You might just help someone rediscover a healing dish right from their family kitchen. But if fish isn't for you, or you're looking for something even softer, smoother, maybe even sweet and chewy like a jelly treat, there's one snack that looks like it's made for kids, but science says it's a powerful joint repair tool for older adults. You'll be surprised. It's far simpler than you think. One afternoon, I saw an elderly woman sitting on a park bench. She was holding a small container of jelly. I just eat it for fun. She laughed. It's soft. Cool. Easy to swallow and keeps my mouth busy, but what she didn't know is that her little treat was quietly helping her knees heal day by day. It wasn't just a dessert, it was gelatin, cooked collagen in its gentlest, most absorbable form for seniors. Gelatin is made by simmering collagen, rich parts, like animal skin, bones, and connective tissue, for many hours. When prepared the right way, it becomes a smooth, springy substance. Rich in type 1 and 2 collagen glycine and proline, 2 key amino acids for cartilage repair, and small amounts of minerals that support ligament flexibility. Here's what makes it special. Older adults often absorb collagen better in gelatin form because it's already partially broken down by heat. A study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition 2018 found seniors with mild joint degeneration who took 5 g of gelatin daily for 6 weeks showed a 37% improvement in mobility, a 27% reduction in knee swelling and pain, and on MRI scans, some showed signs of cartilage thickening, a rare outcome in people over 65. Without surgery, I once taught a 70-year-old man who lived alone and had no time to make bone broth how to mix unflavored gelatin with warm water and unsweetened fruit juice each morning. Almost 2 months later, he called me just to say one thing, "Doc, my knees aren't cracking anymore. And here I thought I was just snacking for fun. Gelatin is safe, but be sure to choose a clean type. No color, no flavor, no sugar, and no artificial additives. Avoid pre-packaged, brightly colored gelatin desserts. They're often full of sugar and chemicals which can upset metabolism in older adults. Healing doesn't always need complex treatments, a tea, or expensive pills. Sometimes, all it takes is giving your body the right building blocks consistently, every day, and letting it do what it was designed to do, heal slowly and steadily. And who knows, that little childhood jelly treat might be the joint medicine you've been searching for. Do you ever eat gelatin? Or do you remember a jelly snack from your younger days that still brings back memories? Feel free to share your story in the comments, because your memory might just help someone else begin their healing journey with something simple and familiar. But if you prefer savory over sweet, and if you ever tossed away the wrinkly part of a chicken or fish fillet, you might have unknowingly thrown away one of nature's richest collagen sources. In the next part, I'll share a little-known secret one that could be crucial for joint health after 60. I once had lunch with an elderly gentleman at a nursing home. When the boiled chicken was served, he quietly peeled off the skin and pushed it aside. "Too fatty. Not good for me," he said. "It's safer to throw it away." And I understood. Not everyone knows that chicken skin wrinkled and often tossed aside is actually the richest source of collagen in the entire bird. Same goes for fish skin. Many avoid it because of the smell or texture. But after age 60, it can be a hidden gem for protecting joints, ligaments, and even your skin. Chicken and fish skin contain type 1 and type 3 collagen. These 2 types play a major role in rebuilding cartilage and ligaments, keeping your joints flexible, and preserving the cushion between bones as you age. Fish skin also adds natural elastin and omega-3s, helping reduce inflammation and repair connective tissue around your joints. A 2020 study published in the International Journal of Medical Sciences found seniors who regularly consumed collagen from chicken and fish skin reported a 33% reduction in morning joint stiffness, increased flexibility in knees and ankles, and noticeable relief from that grinding feeling on stairs within just 10 to 12 weeks. I once suggested to a woman who disliked fish skin because it's too smelly and tough to try air frying the skin until crisp, then chopping it into tiny pieces to sprinkle on rice porridge or salad. The result 1 month later. She came back smiling. That dish wasn't just tasty. My legs feel less tired when I stand cooking for a long time now, while chicken and fish skin are beneficial. They shouldn't be deep fried or overly charred, as that can create harmful compounds called ages, which trigger silent inflammation in the body. Instead, use gentle cooking methods: boiling, steaming, simmering, or low-heat roasting. And if you have high cholesterol or fatty liver, keep it to no more than twice a week. Sometimes, what we throw away is exactly what our body needs the most. Healing doesn't always come from expensive pills, but from honoring the parts of food we often ignore. Chicken skin, fish skin. They're natural gifts your body may be waiting for. Do you usually eat the skin from chicken or fish? Do you have a favorite way to prepare it that's both tasty and joint-friendly? Please share in the comments, because your tip could help someone else live a healthier day tomorrow. But remember, it's not just collagen that helps rebuild joints. There's an entire group of familiar foods that contain no collagen at all. Yet they have the power to switch on your body's collagen production naturally and steadily. And the best part, you'll likely find them in your very next breakfast. During one visit, I asked Mrs. Linda, she's 70 and lives in Arizona, "Do you eat any collagen?" She smiled gently. "Well, doctor, I eat boiled eggs every morning and lots of veggies each day. Does that count?" And I told her, yes, it absolutely does. Because collagen isn't just something we eat. It's also something our body needs to make on its own. And to do that, it needs the right triggers. Not just ready-made collagen. Collagen is a complex protein, and for your body to produce it naturally, you need 3 key ingredients: vitamin C to bind collagen fibers together, zinc and copper to activate the enzymes that build collagen, amino acids like glycine, proline, and lysine found in eggs, vegetables, and seeds. These nutrients aren't found in collagen supplements, but they act as switches, turning on your body's ability to create fresh collagen, especially important for older adults, whose natural production slows down with age. For example, eggs, especially the yolk, are rich in sulfur, biotin, and vitamin D. Pumpkin seeds, almonds, flax seeds offer zinc and magnesium to support collagen enzymes. Dark leafy greens, bell peppers, broccoli, kale provide vitamin C and antioxidants that protect collagen from damage. Now, when you combine these activators with natural collagen sources like beef tendon or bone broth, you're powering up your body's own collagen factory in a stronger, more sustainable way. A 2020 research review in the Journal of Nutritional Biochemistry found in people over 60, those who combined collagen-rich foods with vitamin C and zinc-rich foods produced 2.3 times more natural collagen and showed greater improvements in skin thickness, connective tissue strength, and joint function compared to those who consumed collagen alone. But here's a caution. Be careful with high-dose supplements, especially vitamin C over 1,000 milligrams per day. It can upset digestion or even cause kidney stones. In older adults, it's best to get your vitamins and minerals from real food, lightly cooked, steamed or boiled. To preserve their full biological value, your body is wise. It knows how to heal itself, but it can only do that if you give it the right tools. Sometimes it's just 1 egg, a handful of greens, a small scoop of seeds. You don't need a lot, just consistency and understanding. And your body will respond with strength, flexibility, and more confident steps. Do you have a simple dish that keeps your joints strong each day? Share it in the comments, because the meal you eat every day might just be the inspiration someone else needs. But there's one thing people often miss. You can eat right, drink enough, and combine the best collagen-rich foods, yet still see no results. Because there are 3 common mistakes that can waste all the collagen you've worked so hard to include. And in the next part, I'll show you exactly what those mistakes are and how to avoid them with a few simple changes. Amanda, age 63, from Colorado, once told me after a checkup, I take my collagen every day, same time, just like you said. I eat healthy too, but my knees still feel stiff going up the stairs. They still crack and ache a little. I didn't answer right away. Instead, I asked gently, "When do you usually take your collagen, and what do you eat with it?" Her reply was almost identical to what I've heard from hundreds of others. It's why I repeat this one message every single day. Taking collagen alone isn't always enough. There are 3 small habits that can silently undo all your hard work. 1. Taking collagen on an empty stomach or with coffee or strong tea. Collagen is a complex protein. It needs digestive enzymes and balanced stomach acid to break down and absorb. If you take it when your stomach is empty or pair it with coffee or strong tea, your body may not process it properly. That means less benefit. Better option: take collagen right after a light meal that includes healthy fat like eggs, nuts, or avocado. 2. Not getting enough vitamin C, zinc, or copper. Collagen can't work on its own. Your body must have vitamin C to link collagen fibers together and zinc and copper to activate the enzymes that build collagen. If you only take collagen without these helpers, your body can't actually use what you've taken in. Solution: eat citrus fruits, bell peppers, dark leafy greens, pumpkin seeds, and sunflower seeds every day. 3. Eating too much sugar and refined carbs. Here's something few people know. Refined sugar creates harmful molecules called AGEs, advanced glycation end products. These molecules harden your collagen, make joints less flexible, age your skin faster, and trigger silent inflammation in your tissues. The more you eat pastries, sodas, white rice, or white bread, the more damage you do to the collagen you're trying to build. Simple shift: cut back on white sugar. Replace it with fresh fruits, colorful vegetables, and whole grains. Collagen is not a magic pill. It's more like biological cement. But if you get the water ratio wrong, if you forget the sand, or mix it with acid, that wall you're trying to build will never stand strong. So don't let your daily efforts go to waste because of 3 simple habits. Adjust them as soon as you can, so collagen can finally do what it was meant to do: repair, protect, and quietly support your body from the inside out. If you're still here, still listening at this point, I just want to say thank you. Truly, thank you for caring, for being patient, and for loving your body enough to give it your time and attention. Not everyone takes 20 to 30 minutes each day to invest in their future health like you're doing right now. So tell me, which of these 3 mistakes have you made before? Or do you have a helpful tip that's improved your collagen absorption? Share it in the comments. You never know who you might help today. And if you found this helpful, go ahead and hit that subscribe button now. You might be thinking, I'll do it later. But sometimes, one small click opens the door to something you really need. Because in the next videos, I'll be sharing even more, not just about collagen or food, but about how to live, how to understand your body, and how to begin healing right from your kitchen, your legs, and the breath you take each morning.